Hey, it's Tony talking car biz. Today we've got the 23 Toyota Tacoma Limited Edition NightShade. Hey, in this video number 2 of 2, I'm going to go ahead and dive inside and show you all the interior features on the 23 Tacoma Limited NightShade Edition. Here we go. Okay, let's jump inside and take a look at what we see. Start here on the driver's door. This is your limited edition, so this is going to be the standard door. Not much different on the interior for the limited edition versus, say, SR5. Chrome door handle here, a little bit of charcoal gray trim down here. One touch up and down on all 4 windows, power door locks, power mirrors. There's a bottle holder down here in the door. And then the Limited does come with a JBL sound system, so you've got better quality speakers in the door. So if you like good music, you're going to love the JBL system, or I should say good sound quality. Power driver seat, power recliner, power lumbar support. The window sticker on this one, by the way, is $48,280, so just a little bit of extra features on this. Be sure and watch the video on the exterior. You'll see some of those exterior features that I talked about. But the as far as the interior on here, standard is a leather trimmed bucket seat. Pretty comfortable seat. These are heated as well. Height adjustable headrest, seat belt, and then you do have side airbags right here in the seat as well, so pretty darn safe. I love the black and gray interior on these. There's 4 vents across the front. They're omnidirectional, up, down, left, right. Kind of have a chrome trim bezel and more of that charcoal gray trim, and that runs all the way across the front dashboard here. Down on the dashboard there is actually 5 switches on this one. Traction control on and off, view 360, cargo light for your bed light, automatic on and off, or auto high beams I should say. Also has automatic on and off for your headlights. And then this is the button for the 120 volt converter in the trunk back there. Down here there's a hood release, dead pedal, brake, and accelerator where you'd expect them. And then it does have a tilt telescopic steering wheel. It's not power, it's underneath there. It's kind of like a vise to be able to move that around. Let's go ahead and grab a seat. So the front driver's compartment, front driver's seat, there is a good amount of room up here. This is your double cab edition. So there is plenty of room up front and room in the back seat. We'll get back there later in the video. The one thing I will say about the Tacoma, if you're a 6-footer, there's plenty of leg room, I believe, up front. The difference is when the seat's all the way back, the person behind the driver's going to be pretty tight on the leg room. So take a look at our steering wheel. This is a leather wrap steering wheel. It's really thick and padded, super comfortable steering wheel. Not leather, not heated though, so that's not available on here. They did add it to the 4Runner this year, but they did not add the heated seat to the limited edition Tacoma. Driver's side airbag here, fingertip controls for your information center. That's going to be up here in the gauge cluster. Dynamic radar cruise control, lane tracing assist is here, cruise control is down here. Over on this side we've got our Bluetooth connectivity for our smartphone with voice activation, and then we can change our volume and our radio stations right there on the steering wheel. So a lot of fingertip controls there. Over on the right hand side we've got our front washer wiper controls. There are intermittent settings for that. And then over here on the left hand side we've got our headlight controls with automatic on and off, automatic high beams, and your fog light controls are here as well. Fog lights only work when the headlights are in the dim position. Take a look at the gauge cluster. It's really a functional gauge cluster, kind of a dark charcoal gray trim around there. Tach and temperature on this side, speedometer, fuel gauge over on that side, and then your information center here in the middle. I'll go ahead and start it up so you can see. We do have push button start with the smart keyless entry system, and here's what it looks like when you wake it up in the morning. So a lot of stuff going on when you first start it. It does have outside temperature. I mentioned earlier you can toggle through some of the settings right here on the steering wheel. So if I go ahead and just start to play with this, you can see there's a compass there. We've got our sound system, our radio stations. We can do our cruise control. We also have our safety sense, so pre-collision system, lane departure system, rear seat monitoring, So a lot of things that you can change for your own personal preferences right there in the information center. Fairly generic looking, but very, very functional, and has stood the test of time for most Tacoma owners. Move over to the center stack. So we've got an 8-inch touchscreen. The limited edition does come standard with navigation, so that's nice. This is your JBL audio system, 6 speakers, a subwoofer, and an amplifier, so really good quality sound system. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Alexa compatible. You do get 3 months of Sirius XM Satellites premium package, no charge, and then there's a subscription service after that. So this is Toyota's oldest sound system, if you will, so it still has a lot of switches on the side. I fully expect that to change quite a bit when we see the 2024 comes out, but it is very, very functional, works really well. And we do have a backup camera, so shifted in reverse. You can see we've got path projection, we've got a 360 view on here, and we can also change our perspectives, which is really nice for trailer towing and the like. So you can turn all of those things on and have that 360 degree view. Standard on the limited edition. Turning our attention lower in the dashboard, we have automatic temperature control, so we can control front driver, front passenger. We can sync it up between the two. We have heated front seats with 3 temperature settings for front driver. Here's your passenger, front passenger, heated seats. No heated seats in the rear. Front window defrost is here. Here's our 4-wheel drive selector, our push button start, rear window or power heated outside mirrors switch. That's how you turn that on and off. And then way down here, hopefully I don't have enough lighting today, so I don't know if you can see it or not, but we have our blind spot monitoring is here. We've got our parking assist here and off here to turn it on and off for rear parking backup. This switch right here, what that does is it controls this power window back here. So you've got a power sliding window in the back, and that's what that switch does. It's actually a pretty great feature. I think there's very few little trucks like this that have a power window in the back. USB charging capability right there. Wireless charging, so you can drop your phone right down here on the landing pad if you've got a wireless capable phone. There's a 12-volt outlet over on this side here. A little storage down in here, a couple cup holders, leather wrapped shifter. This is going to be a 6-speed automatic transmission, traditional transmission. A little storage cubby, another cup holder, and then your parking brake is going to be right there. Take a look at our center armrest. It is a padded armrest, fairly small, big enough for 2 arms. Storage there, and then way down underneath there, maybe you can see it there, there are 2 USB charging ports, so a 1.0 and then a C charging opportunity. Over on the passenger side, same features on the doors we saw on the driver's side. We do have a locking glove box, and it's quite large with the, of course, the owner's manuals are standard. This is a fabric applique on the dashboard here, so it really feels very upscale. I guess that's why they call it the limited. There's passenger assist grips because, like I said before, they've jacked up the suspension another 1/2 inch on the 2023, so you're going to need that to get in. There's your power sliding moonroof. That's going to be standard on the limited edition with the shade. You can open and close it right here. Got switches there to pop it completely open. Boy, that lets in a little bit more light, so maybe even down here where I was showing you the gate, all the switches, maybe that helps a little bit. I just don't have enough lighting in here today. I apologize for that. Over here we've got lighted vanity mirrors on both sides. Our visors do slide in and out. Overhead we've got reading lights, map lights. There's your safety connect, so if you need roadside assistance, you've got that right there. Sunglass holder here as well. And then our rear view mirror does have the garage door openers, and it is an automatic dimming mirror as well. So that's Toyota's top of the line mirror in the Tacoma lineup. So there's a lot of features. It is the limited, so it pretty much comes standard with all of Toyota's top of the line features. Let's go ahead and jump in the back seat. For those of you who have seen my Tacoma videos before, you know I'm not a fan of the back seat and the way it folds down in the Tacoma. But before we get here, just want to point out on the doors are identical to up front. You do have bottle holders and another speaker down there. The back windows are tinted or do have privacy glass, so that's an added value. As far as the seat configuration, these do fold down 60-40. The thing I don't like about them is you have to have two hands. I mean, it really is a jigsaw puzzle. So this opens up like so, which is nice. I like that. There's storage underneath here to pop open. And the Limited does come with, these are the cleats for the tie downs in the bed. So you do get 4 of those, and those all stow under there. This is not locking, by the way. Maybe not a big deal. But what I don't like about these seats, and I hope they get it right on the 2024, this seat comes down so you can fold it down. But watch, fail. You have to remove the headrest to get that seat to fold down completely. So you're supposed to pull that headrest out. It's supposed to fit in these 2 slots, and away you go. I guess if you're doing it with 2 hands, it's probably not that big of a deal, but I really think it should be one smooth motion to do that. That's my gripe about the seats. What other things I do like about the seats is when they're folded down, there's a hard plastic cover on the back here. There's storage behind the seat. There's a little place to hang your grocery bags, child safety seat connectors there as well. So I like all of that. I just wish they'd figure out how to get that headrest so you could just drop it without having to have 2 hands. There's nice leg room here. When that seat's all the way back, it's pretty tight for the back passenger. There's a pocket on the passenger seat back, but there's none here. There's cup holders here, but no USB charging ports there. They can be installed at the dealership, but I really wish Toyota would have put those on the 2023. It's not that hard to do, and it just makes the Limited all the more the Limited. As far as other features, there's some coat hooks back here. There's a reading light up there. I would say it's most comfortable for 2, but there are 3 seat belts, and you can put child safety seats in the back as well. I did cover the back or the trunk or the bed of the Tacoma in my exterior overview, but I'm going to do a little bit more of it here in the interior overview just to point out some of the accessories. So this one has the factory Tacoma tonneau cover. It's only $650. It's really good quality, and when you get that, then you can lock your tailgate. They all come with a locking tailgate, so now you have a safe place to put your stuff. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to show you this. Also, the Tacoma does come standard with a composite bed, so the bed liner is built right into it. This one's been upgraded with the bed lights, so that LED there, LED over here, it's a $149 upcharge, but with that cargo cover, I think you really need it to be able to see in there at night. Also in the bed, there's a 12-volt outlet right here. There's a storage compartment here. There's tie downs here, and then this one's been upgraded with the Toyota rubber bed liner, or bed mat I should say. I don't know if it's necessary or not. I do think the added protection is always nice to have, plus it's slip resistant, so it's made out of rubber. It's super high quality, and maybe you can see here, but it also has Tacoma stamped in it, so that might be something you'd want to consider as well. But I gotta say, with the LED lights, the tonneau cover, the locking tailgate, you've now got a real trunk on here. And then this one's also been upgraded so that it has the locking tailgate on the keyless fob, so I can tap this and lock that tailgate up as well. That too is an upcharge, but I think it's worthwhile. This is the limited edition, so why not go all out? Okay, there we go. That's the 2023 Toyota Tacoma Double Cab Limited NightShade Edition. What a great truck. And whoever buys this truck is going to love it. Thanks for watching.